hands of somebody that like really knows a lot of his like combos and intricacies, but I also think that he's a character that can get just kind of shut down by a lot of higher tier characters. Like I play ZSS, so I think of ZSS and Zaire as a move just completely invalidates everything about Bowser Jr. So I think that he's susceptible to a lot of those matchups, but if you don't know what like your option against him to shut him down and make him not a character is, he can be a real problem, especially with that minecart or not the minecart, but the what would it be called? It's not a minecart.
It's basically a minecart.
Bowser Jr. minecart.
The official move of Koopa Clown Car. That is the official name if we want to be politically correct about it.
The Clown Car.
Yes.
Is such a good opening tool for him because he's able to use it. We're seeing that here. He goes for the back air there. He goes for up air. He can also, I think he can use it into up B, into like back air too. I'm not really sure what the combo is, but you gotta watch out for it, dude. That clown car is like so good at getting your openings for you.
Yeah, when you get hit by that move, I think it's called Koopa Clown Car because you just look like a clown when you get hit by it.
Yeah.
I think that's the one. And Mr. Muggs doing a wonderful job at holding center, letting the Mecha Koopa do a little bit of work for him. That's really good because Yoshi, like I mentioned earlier, has literally the best airspeed in the game, but that's not going to matter if, one, there's too many projectiles on screen and you don't know how to maneuver around them, or if you miss-space your Yoshi bomb off the ledge and you don't grab ledge when you get it.
Fortunate there. I think ledge trapping is going to be a huge thing, too, for Mr. Muggs, just being able to use a lot of these projectiles that we see, including the Koopaling and the cannonball. Just have to really watch out when you're recovering, and it's not like Yoshi has anything super crazy. He does have the armor on his jump, but outside of that, like, he just kind of has to get off of the ledge, use that jump, and if you're able to get a read on that, it can be a really easy way to get a kill as Bowser Jr., but able to find that up smash there, speaking of kills, and it's not looking great for RPR right now, but able to get the first stock at least.
And
but it just seems like go ahead.
I was gonna say that I just love the situational awareness coming out from Mr. Muggs right there, but because like he waited for the Mecha Koopa to come in, right? Waited for the Mecha Koopa to come in and then started swinging the up air, and against any other character in this game, that actually would have worked for like a damn near 0 to 70 combo, but Yoshi at that low percent was actually able to get the heavy armor out with the double jump and was able to just pop out immediately.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought the situational awareness was exceptional on that part, but it's even more exceptional there. Mr. Muggs, my goodness.
Okay, so that is the clown cart into up B into back air, correct?
Yeah, I think you mentioned that combo earlier.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if I got like all the steps right. I've only commentated like Yoda Cage and Sweshy maybe 1 or 2 times. This is not a character that you see super often, and I don't even think we have any Bowser Jr.'s in Ohio, so it's definitely like a character that is hard to play against if you don't have a lot of matchup experience, but also a character that's hard to commentate because he just has like such a kit that's so different from the rest of the characters in the game.
Yeah, this is what I say about Bowser Jr. Like, he is a true commentator's test because of how uncommon he is and how slept on the character is, frankly. Yoda Cage and Sweshy have been, especially Yoda Cage, has just been doing work for years to prove that this character can do it. And out here, even after the W, looking like we're not feeling either too confident or just want to switch to a better character, perhaps a more meta-relevant one. This one you all know and love. You've seen him a million times. Of course, Sonic the Hedgehog, fastest character in the game on the ground. You really don't need a commentator to sit here and explain that to you, and if you do, you might just be dumb. But either way, much better matchup against Yoshi this time around, I would imagine. But taken to a much smaller stage, so it's an interesting counterpick on the part of RPR. Why do you think he decided to go here, Emma?
Not sure, actually. We were on PS2 the first game, right?
Yes, we were.
Yeah, I know that there's like minor differences as far as like the stage size and the platform heights, but I'm not really sure what the thought process might have been. Maybe it was the height of the platforms could be better for like finding up smashes or up tilts to try to get the character up in the air, but I don't know. Against Sonic, I don't think it really matters just because he is so fast. And I think it makes sense, like, being a Sonic and Bowser Jr. co-main, just because a lot of their, like, approaches are very similar, using a lot of their specials to get in. But Sonic's just gonna have that speed. But, ooh, able to get the stage spike there to take that stock. Really good awareness there off stage. We saw that in the previous match with the other Yoshi as well, able to use, like, back air to try to get stage spikes. I think that's gonna be a great way to take some early stocks. It's just trying to catch him off stage. Rather than trying to contest him in neutral, because he's just going to be able to outspeed you so much better.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, we got the fastest character on the ground right here versus the fastest character in the air.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how those kind of play out against each other. But I remember Mr. Muggs, if I were him, I would say Definitely want to play like a more solid grounded game because that's where Yoshi is kind of going to have a little bit harder of a time approaching. In the air, you have the susceptibility to getting gimped like that, but turning it around immediately with the spring and actually going to get the stock off of it from the position that he forced RPR in disadvantage right there. That was a beautiful, beautiful play by Mr. Muggs. Not only just good situational awareness, but just wonderful trapping as well with that spring at the bottom, knowing exactly where RPR would go in that situation, knowing how Yoshi players will jump out of disadvantage after getting hit by that off the level. Beautiful play from Mr. Muggs.
Really good call out on the jump there, forcing him to use that jump, and then no longer having the armor either, so he kind of had to just like wait on the ground and find that up smash, so that was definitely really good from him. Okay, just air dodging back to center stage here. Disengaging going to be a really good option for Sonic, but able to find that up air out of the combo there. And even stocks here, but again, it just seems like Mr. Muggs is just kind of outpacing right now. Okay, getting some big damage here. Able to find the double up air, 51%. Ooh, I love the drag down back air as well. Okay, seems like RPR is kind of locking down neutral here, holding down center stage. Just playing super patient, looking for an opportunity. Able to find that up smash. Nothing too crazy yet, though. Yeah, again, just like disengaging, I think is going to be really helpful for both of these characters when they get caught in a situation because they're so good at like getting a lot of damage out of their combos that if you just try to run to the other side of the stage and reset, it's going to be super helpful for avoiding it snowballing out of control.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was one situation where I feel like RPR was whiffing an air dodge read, or whiffing an air dodge reaction, I should say, because they tried to go for more of a drag down back air that could maybe get more damage. I don't know what that was the thought process, but I know what the reaction process was there on just easily reacting, I should say, and just holding back as far as we could to get that forward smash on the way back in. That's what I'm talking about. Sonic's way faster.
On
I
stream
don't
right
actually.
now?
What's going on? What's up?
He asked him, do you want to run it back? And I don't think he hears him.
He's
ignoring him. Okay.
Oh, now he's gaslighting. Oh, okay. It's just the theme of the day.
That was just extremely relatable for me watching that. That was very funny.
I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, I swear to God, there's just like one player, like, when I used to play Smash, right? Or like, I played like a different game who would be like, you know, we'll go to the Triplat, we'll go to Battlefield, and his character's got a giant sword. It's like, it's a Cloud main. Like, why is it? I'm not gonna default to Battlefield against a Cloud main. Like, I will also do what RPR just did and just pretend it does not exist. Like, for God's sakes, man, come on. But yeah, that situation before us, how RPR won that game with that Tomahawk forward smash was beautiful because he actually was holding in and fell for the up smash bait for Sonic first, but then reacted to the up smash and was able to drift back because Yoshi's got the best airspeed in the game. So that actually was the perfect situation of seeing how his fast ground speed will play, or like his fast airspeed will play against Sonic's faster ground speed. And the reactions and execution on the part of RPR was clutch to be able to win that. Rocking the Bowser Jr. back out.
I really walling that we were seeing from Mr. Muggs, using a lot of like short hop into back air to try to catch an aerial approach from RPR, especially with, like you said, Yoshi having such good airspeed. We're going to see a lot of his approaches in the air, and so if you're able to just kind of throw out these hitboxes before he's able to even jump, it's going to be really hard for him to find an approach. But speaking of approaches, able to get this up air into up air, get some damage, tying it up a little bit as far as percents, but yeah, down a whole stock using that the down B off stage. Very unfortunate there.
It's so important when you're fighting Yoshi, right? To just know exactly when to hold him and when to fold him. Because let me tell you something, Yoshi is an anti-mash character. And that's because of how mashy of a character he is. If you try to outmash a Yoshi player, that is how you lose in your Winners Round 1 match against a Yoshi that you haven't heard of before. So, and Mr. Muggs doing a wonderful job at just fighting against Yoshi where he's not as strong, or where Bowser Jr., or before case with Sonic, can be stronger and on the ground. Waiting and baiting reactions and options instead of just like trying to brute force your way in is such a crucial name of the game. And that is why Yoshi, Emma, is such a noob killer. When you lose to Yoshi's early on, it's like, yeah, you know, you're just like, you're mashing, you're just like, you want to force your game plan, and Yoshi is a true noob killer because 90% of the time against him, you can't. And that's why Mr. Muggs is doing such a wonderful job here, holding the stock.
Yeah. I also think having like a lot of those long-lasting hitboxes is really hard to contest with a lot of characters too. Like, it's not even that he's throwing out so many hitboxes, it's that a lot of the hitboxes that he's throwing out last such a long time too. So if you're able to throw out a preemptive hitbox that he's not able to get that jump, then it's going to be a lot harder for him to actually get in and continue to press those buttons in your face.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about with those forward airs. They kind of just linger out forever, don't they?
Yeah.
That's such a good spacing tool and like just coverage option against Yoshi, who might just want to brute force his way in with his superior airspeed. But that's gonna be the true mark of a good Yoshi or not, is if they know how to like actually manage that properly, or if they just run in willy-nilly, mashing their quick frame 3 options.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, tries to test there with the jab, trying to catch the roll back to center stage. Not gonna find it though. Able to get the up B, but nice air dodges through it. Yeah, but able to find that back air to take the stock, and Mr. Muggs is gonna take it 2-1. Both games won with Bowser Jr. I'm not sure why we switched to Sonic, maybe thinking that he needed that extra speed, maybe he was just playing around, but Bowser Jr. definitely gonna come out on top.
Indeed. Mr. Muggs showing you why they're their seed 15 at Fireside Open 2023 right now. Can I just say, for the record, I love so much that when Bowser Jr. hits you with that back air, he like points to where you're gonna go like a grand slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally is like, that's where the blast zone is. Like that's where you're gonna die. We'll see when we get the replay back up and again as that sneaky up air coming out clutch against the Sonic combos for you right there. We're gonna get that replay going for you guys in just a sec. You already know the one I'm talking about. But in the meantime, we're going to see this game number 2 and see how this one pretty much finished out. Here's this interaction again with the up smash. You see that drift back? Clutch. Clutch drift back, honestly. Not many characters can have the airspeed to say that I can just fall for Sonic's up smash and then just react to it and hold back and do my thing. But we're going to take a look at how this game number 3 ended for you all real quick. Yeah, there's the point. That's where you died. That's where you're going.
His small little hand.
I mean, it's Bowser Jr. He's kind of like... He's a little turd, you know. He's kind of little. He's like so spoiled.
No, he's never done anything bad in his entire life.
All right, you're right. My bad. All right, but now actually sitting down, I believe was actually Zhucane this time.
So you were right. You were just a little too early.
I was looking at the start GG and it said, you know, the collision stream. Actually. Oh, I might be messing with myself.
Are you
again.
lying again?
I might be, yeah, because we might be getting Syrup on stream next.
Okay.
Yeah. Syrup versus Yogurt, maybe. And the Yogurt's not even spelled right. It's with an E. This person spelled their tag Yogurt with an E.
So, like, Y-O-G-E-R-T.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, is the player's name, like, Gertrude, and they're just, like, when their friends see them, it's just like, yo, Gert! Yo, Gert, what's up? And that's it. And,
yeah, or like a last name or something.
Smash players?
I don't know very many Gertrudes, so it's hard to say.
Smash players' tags can only be matched by, like, TF2 players. They just have some of the greatest, like, handles in the world. Honestly.
I'm an Overwatch player, so I get that, yeah.
Yeah. I will never in my life forget, and I gotta give a shout out to him on stream, Hispanic at the Disco. I will never in my life forget Hispanic at the Disco. Ever. Ever.
I'm trying to think of some of the funny ones that I've seen.